Hello everyone, Nadeem with PC.Solutions.Net. With a career spanning over 4 decades in the IT sector, I have both owned and managed several enterprises. My enthusiasm lies in devising innovative IT strategies for small to medium-sized businesses. And I am recognized as an accomplished author of several publications in this domain. Welcome. So today we're going to go over number porting. Whenever you change providers, most times you want to port existing numbers over to the new provider. And this is a fairly easy process. The problem is with most providers, it's a manual process. So you have to call somebody, you have to manually request the numbers to be ported in. Usually you have to fill out a few forms, send that in. Typically, the incoming provider, the new provider who's going to take over the numbers, they will usually come back with some kind of exception. This is where Microsoft makes it really easy. When you're porting numbers over into Microsoft Teams, it's a fully automated process. Now, you can escalate it to a human if you want to, if you're used to that. But we love it here because it's automated, it's easy, and it has known outcomes. And the way you want to port numbers over into Microsoft is you go into your admin portal and then you go into Teams, which I have pulled up over here already. In the Teams Admin Center, you want to go into voice and then phone numbers. So under voice, you have phone numbers. And when you go in there, you'll see the option to port. When you click on port, it basically gives you things that you have to have in place and some of the examples on what the numbers should look like, basically the syntax. And then you hit next and you follow the process. It's an easy way to do this. Now, one of the things that I recommend is have the existing provider's bill or invoice on hand, because when you're providing account information in this step right here, that information has to match exactly. So in other words, if the name is spelt a certain way, if the address has a couple of extra periods in it or something like that, it has to match exactly. Otherwise, the port will not go through. So keep an existing bill on hand from the current provider, put the request in, and if there's some typos in the address, make sure you include those typos when putting in a transfer request. And before you complete the order, the system will come back and tell you when they're going to be porting. So basically it will verify all the information and then it'll give you a date. Usually it's like 10-15 days in the future that they will be porting the numbers on this day at this time. And boom, it's done. It seems like a daunting process, but it's fairly easy because it's fully automated and it gives you a good known experience, as opposed to with most other phone providers where you have to manually call it in and have some human give you certain things or come back and it's back and forth and all that jazz. So hopefully it will help you out and you won't get intimidated by this process. It's fairly simple, but if you do need to port some numbers and run into a problem, we're always happy to help. Everybody have a great day and good luck with your number porting and switching over to Microsoft Teams for voice calls.